You ready?
Hi.
The Sotogarami.
Holy jeez. Oh my god.
One of the most intimidating and versatile Japanese pole weapons, the Sotogarami was part of the key arsenal for samurai police during the 17th century. Featuring lethal spikes and hooks, police were able to capture violent offenders from a distance by using the weapon to latch onto the suspects, stopping them in their tracks. Although primarily used in defense, the sharp spikes along with the spiked butt cap made it a menacing and brutal weapon when in combat. Today, the Sotogarami's devastating use can be seen in the HBO television series Westworld.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the kill test. To find out what kind of lethal damage your Sotogarami will do, I will take your weapons and stab and try to snag this ballistics dummy. Rita, you're up first. You ready for this?
Hi.
All right, let's do this. All right, Rita, let's talk about your Sotogarami. The tines you have here penetrates. The hook you have here will rip this person apart. And more importantly, your weapon will kill. All right, Justin, your turn. You ready to have fun?
Yes, sir.
All right, Justin. The tines you have here, it's more of a stabbing tine rather than a grabbing. This is a grabbing weapon, but that hook does grab onto that. Overall, sir, your weapon will kill.
All right, bladesmiths, it's time for the strength test, the dreaded ice block chop. Remember, this is not about what these weapons do to the ice blocks, about what those ice blocks do to your weapons. And Rita, you're up first. You get points for theme, I mean. You ready? It doesn't matter, right?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
All right, Rita, got a little bit more of a bend in this one tine here, but everything else is pretty much the way it was going in. Definitely held up, did its job. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, Justin, your turn. You ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, so you survived the strength test. This is a very strong, well-built head for this, but it's built more like a spear than it is for catching. I mean, I'm not sure how effective it would be at snagging the opponent, but it's a devastator. It certainly did the job. Good job.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the sharpness test, the Sandman pierce and capture. To test the sharpness, I will take your weapon, pierce, and try to control this Sandman. Rita, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, Rita, the points you have on your tines here definitely penetrate when you thrust into that, but it doesn't slice on the way out or capture as well as it should. Your hook over here did its job. Overall, it will cut and control. All right, Justin, your turn. So you ready?
Yes, I am. Oh, that's not good.
He pulled it out of the socket.
Well, Justin, we have a problem.
Yes, sir.
This wasn't pinned, was it?
No.
The impact from all these tests loosened it up. And of course, it came off.
Justin, you brought in a beautifully crafted weapon. However, you've suffered a catastrophic failure in our final test. And unfortunately, you cannot be our Forged and Fire champion.
Congratulations, Rita. Thank you. Awesome. Coming on Forged and Fire, I put my all into it, and I feel like I made a good weapon, but just came up short on a little bit of the fit and finish, and other than that, I'm happy with it.
Rita, congratulations. You are the Forged and Fire champion, and that is the title that comes with a check for $10,000. Congratulations. How do you feel right now? Come on forward and shake our hands. Good job.
It's been a very positive and uplifting experience to be able to do something amazing like this. I hope this will help me become an inspiration to kids, because I can say, look, if you see something and you want to try it, give it a try. Hey, Weeblos, your scout leader is the new Forged and Fire champion. I'm bringing it home. Can I have a group hug, please? Thank you, you guys. Oh, my God.
The Japanese Ono. Oh, yes. Been here to tell you more about it. Historic weapons recreation specialist David Baker.
The Japanese Ono was a long battle axe used by the samurai warriors during the 17th century. Measuring nearly 6 feet long, these intimidating pole axes were used to destroy barricades and smash opponents' armor. After becoming feudal Japan's official police force during the Edo period, the samurai used their Ono to keep the peace, which they accomplished for over 250 years.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the kill test. It's time to find out what kind of lethal damage your Onos will do. Find that out, I will take your weapon and deliver some lethal blows on this ballistics dummy. Let's see if your Onos can be an oh yes. Logan, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yes, sir. Coming into testing, my biggest fear is that the shaft's gonna break, but I made this Ono for battle. It is ready to kill.
Oh, no. Logan, this is a lot of fun. The damage that you did with your design over here, for every chop using this digs in. On the way out, it guts you. Pretty much opened everything and crushed everything in its path. More importantly, your Ono is an oh yes. It will kill.
Thank you.
Keaton, your turn. So you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this. All right, team, let's talk about your Ono here. At first, when I picked it up, I was like, Oh, wow, that's light. But then when I wielded it, I was like, oh yes, this thing stayed on, it's solid. Your edges, they're sharp. And that's why it dug in very deep. Overall, sir, your Ono is an oh yes, and it will kill.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our strength test. Bamboo wall chop. Now, to push your Onos to the limit, I'm gonna beat them repeatedly against a strong, thick, springy bamboo. Now again, it's not what your Onos do to the wall, it's what the wall does to your Onos. Logan, how you feeling?
Good.
Good, I feel good too. Let's go to it. All right, Logan, good job. Your edge is still good. Everything's still tight. It's heavy. The wrap makes it a little difficult to slide down during the chop, but everything's still tight, sharp. Did a lot to that. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Keaton, how you feeling?
Good. Let's do it.
Just let me go home. All right, Keaton, good job. It's nice and light, fast, easy to swing. My favorite aspect is how you have the wood going all the way through and split up top here. Your edges are still good, everything's tight. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, bladesmiths, now it's time to find out how sharp they are. This is the sharpness test, the water tube slice. Now, unlike the strength test, this is all about what your edge does to those water tubes. Logan, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right, Logan, that's an impressive cut. Very clean, no jagged edges on the tubes. Your weapon, sir, it will cut.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. All right, keeping your turn. So you ready?
Yep.
All right, Keaton, let's talk about your weapon here. Once again, I have to mention just how thin the profile of your blade is, making it razor sharp, and the cuts are very clean. Overall, sir, it'll cut.
Thank you.
All right, bladesmiths, the weapons tests are complete. I just need to get final confirmation from them about which of you is our Forge of Fire champion. All right, weapons tests are complete. Doug, he was one more effective than the other.
No, they both performed equally well.
Okay, now let's talk about weight, balance, and craftsmanship.
Weight, balance, and craftsmanship are all found in one particular weapon, and it's Keaton's.
I agree with Doug. Logan's blade is really forward heavy. It's a little harder to control.
All right. All right, bladesmiths, the judges have evaluated your craftsmanship. You've both done incredible work here today, but only one of you can be the Forged in Fire champion, and that champion is Keaton. Congratulations, you're the Forged in Fire champion. Logan, unfortunately, your weapon didn't make the cut. David Baker's gonna tell you why.
Logan, you brought us a beautiful weapon, and this came down to the finer details of weight and balance and the usability of the weapon, and that's why we're letting you go.
Yes, sir.
Logan, that is a highly devastating weapon, but at this time, I have to ask you to please shake our hands and then please exit the forge. Come on forward, my friend.
I'm happy for Keaton, but I'm disappointed.
Keaton, that beautifully crafted and deadly Ono has earned you the title of Forged in Fire champion, and that's a title that comes with a check for $10,000. Good job, brother. Is that your smiling face? Because you look like you're in pain right now.
No, I'm excited.
All right, come on forward and shake our hands, my friend.
the Forged and Fired champion. I did it. This experience has been great. It was definitely a challenge. The biggest thing I took away from this was just work hard, keep going, no matter what happens.
The Naginata. The Naginata emerged around 1,000 years ago in Japan as a powerful pole weapon used by samurai warriors. Featuring a single-edged, slightly curved blade mounted on a wooden shaft, this 7 to 8 foot weapon was ideal for warding off attacks from enemies on horseback. Because it relied on momentum rather than upper body strength, it was an ideal weapon for female warriors. The Naginata was the weapon of choice for samurai wives defending their homes and was even wielded by Seong-mi-na in the video game series Soul Calibur. The traditions of the Naginata continue to be preserved through the teaching of the martial art Adarashi Naginata.
The Naginata was a Japanese weapon known for its long-range cutting ability. To see how sharp your Naginata is, I will take your weapon and I'll attempt to cut through these tatami mats and a side of beef. Theo, you're up first. You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's do this.
Ah, jeez. All right. I'll take it. Yeah, all right.
I just want to point out that after that test, your blade has a slight bend to it. It almost cut all the way through one of the tatami mats. When it came to the side of beef, it cut cleanly through. Your blade feels good. It's got a nice weight to it, a nice balance. Overall, your Naginata will cut. Good job.
Thank you.
Joe, you're up next. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this.
Nice. Oh, well done, man. Yeah.
I would say I'm ahead in the game. Performed a little bit better than what Theo's did.
Well, Joe, you have a very sharp blade, but we now have an issue. When I cut through the tatami mat, your handle at the seams here came apart. Your handle seam has opened up. And not only that, it picked up some cracks on this side that runs all the way down here, and on the other side, a hairline fracture that goes down this way. The seams are big enough to where I can actually put my fingernail through them. That is a critical failure. And for purposes of safety, we cannot continue to test your weapon.
There's nothing? We can't do nothing?
Bladesmiths, the judges have determined that there's no reason to deliberate. Joe, due to the catastrophic failure of your weapon's handle, you may now leave the arena.
It's not the way I wanted to win.
I feel like I'm in a round room. I'm looking for a corner to cry in. It's a pretty tough loss.
Theo, congratulations. You are the Forged and Fired champion and will be receiving that $10,000 prize. Good job.
You know what I like about your blade? The way you reinforce your handle. Because the power you generate with that saved it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I am elated to be the Forged and Fired champion. Not the way I wanted to win, but I'll take it. I came here the youngest, smallest person, and I won. For the shortest guy, I certainly came out on top.
The Jumonji Yari. Originating in the 1500s, the Jumonji Yari was carried by Japanese soldiers known as the Ashigaru. These peasant foot soldiers relied on the long-shafted spear for its reach and versatility in combat. Using the weapon's double-edged crossbars to disarm and pull mounted samurai from their horses, the Ashigaru could then employ the razor-sharp central blade to fatally skewer the fallen enemy, and all from a comfortable distance. Today, video game enthusiasts can unleash the Jumonji Yari's devastating capabilities in the game Shadow Fight 2.
The Yari, with its long handle and multi-pronged spear, makes it a trifecta of points and edges in a deadly weapon. To see what kind of lethal damage your weapon will do, I will take your Yari and deliver multiple slashes and thrusts on this pig carcass. Quad, you're up first. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, Fuad, let's talk about your Yari here. We felt that it had very good balance to it, that on the initial slash right here, it dug into flesh, then it hit the spine. The transference of energy hit a weak spot into your handle over here, but it still had a secondary cut all the way through. I would consider your blade a kill.
Thank you. Mine was beautiful, well made, and some wood grain, just, you know.
Fuad, your weapon suffered a catastrophic failure. Now, that's bad. However, you're not out of this competition yet. Jacob, your Yari still must perform in this kill test. Let's see what happens.
Right now, I'm feeling nauseous. My heart's pounding in my chest, my hands are sweaty, and I'm just can't wait to see how it actually goes down.
All right, Jacob, let's talk about your Yari. In the initial swing, instead of being able to cut cleanly with this part to cut through, this got in the way with the angle that it had. But let's talk about these particular blades. They are sharp enough to penetrate into the pig carcass. The thrust is really devastating and very deep into that. Your handle construction, it stayed true. No issues at all. Overall, your weapon will kill.
Thank you, sir. My Yari held up, and I'm just, thank you, God.
Well, Fuad, the blades of your Yari were beautifully constructed. The overall weapon was very elegant. However, your shaft broke in our first test, and we cannot move forward in this competition because that is a catastrophic weapon failure. And I have to ask you to please leave the forge.
I was really confident going into the competition, and I felt like my Yari was gonna really perform a lot better than Jacob's, and it's just pure irony all the way down.
Jacob, you are the Forged in Fire champion and will be receiving a check for $10,000. Good job. How do you feel right now?
I feel amazing. I came here to prove that I can actually come out here at 19 and compete with serious knife makers. Thank you, sir. Really, I would have liked to beat Fuad in a different way, but I'm Forged in Fire champion at $10,000. It's awesome.
The Japanese katana. The katana is the traditional weapon of the samurai, the noble class of warriors in feudal Japan since around 800 AD. The katana was formed from hundreds of thin layers of the purest steel available. The quicker draw of the sword was well suited to combat where life versus death depended on the weapon you carried into battle. Over the centuries, the katana has taken on many mythical properties in legend and culture, from an ability to slice through other swords to splitting a hair. And it is the sword of choice for characters in mega hits like Kill Bill and The Walking Dead. To measure how your blades stand up against flesh, Doug will cut through these fish.
Rich, yours is up. Let's put it to the test. Nice. It will cut. Yes, it will. It felt good in the slice. Good. But the recovery was a little heavier, but it still felt like it'll give me a close shave. Good job. Okay, Matt, you're up next. Are you ready?
Yep. It doesn't cut. And I'm a little confused by that. I don't know why it didn't cut.
It's got a very good feel to it. It's very light. It's got a very nice balance to it. And it will cut. Now for the kill test. In this, we have a ballistics dummy that pretty much simulates the human form, organs, and tissues. The katana traditionally has a razor-sharp edge. That allows me to find the gaps in between the armor. I'm gonna try that with your blade to see how well it does. Rich, you're up first. Let's take a look at the damage. Oh. The thrust and the slice went all the way into the internal organs in here. And the kill shot went deep all the way into the liver. I think on the kill test, this will kill. Okay, Matt, you're up. Definitely through the laceration, he's disemboweled here. A nice big puncture in here. That definitely will get the liver. I think it's past the kill test.
You've both obviously brought deadly implements of war here. But now, it's time to lock and load, gentlemen, because for the strength test, we're leaving the forge, and we're heading to the gun range.
What?
All right, gentlemen, this is the final test for the Forged in Fire Championship. It's the strength test. Your weapons will be tested on their ability to split a bullet. Your swords are gonna be locked into a vise. Then we're gonna fire a bullet at your blade. All right, Matt, you ready?
Break it.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, Matt, your sword split a bullet. There's no damage on the edge at all. Held up extremely well. That is a real, true sign of your craftsmanship.
Thank you.
Very well done. All right, Rich, you're up next.
When I look at him set the gun up and get ready to shoot that blade, there's a little bit of doubt in the back of my mind thinking it may not survive this.
3, 2, 1, engage. Nice!
Oh, yeah! Sweet.
Wow.
That is outrageous.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a split.
I like
That
it.
blade didn't even move.
It splits the bullet. I couldn't have been happier.
There's no mark on the blade at all. Held up perfectly. No chipping.
gotta like
Everything
that.
looks great.
Thank you.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You should be proud of the work that you've done, which only makes the judge's decision that much harder. We'll see you back at the forge. Matt, Rich, in just 5 days, you have both forged elegant and lethal Japanese katanas. But in this competition, there can only be one winner of $10,000. Matt, you are the Forged in Fire champion. Congratulations.
Good job, dude.
Rich, you did not make the cut.
I wish you had done a little bit more finish work. You let the handle get a little bit skinny. And it was almost the same proportions on each side, so I know you ran into a time constraint, but it did split a bullet, and that's truly something to be proud of.
I feel a little disappointed, but the better bladesmith won.
Well, Matt, congratulations. You are the Forged in Fire champion. You're gonna claim a $10,000 check. How do you feel?
This is awesome.
Your blade is beautiful. Not only is it beautiful, but it's fast. It cuts so cleanly through the fish. And on the ballistic dummies, that just disemboweled it for the kill test. Great job.
blade aside, I was really impressed with your handle setup. Symmetrically, it was correct. We get good control, good grip on it. Very nicely done.
This is such a rush. I want to drive home and kiss my son. I'm the Forge and Fire champion.